We're a massive 7 points behind the league leaders, but can we close the gap today? Stay tuned to find out. Hello and welcome to Club 5, episode 7 of The Pilgrimage. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got 2 games for you in the EFL Championship. Game number 1, we're at home to Stoke, and game number 2, we are at home to Norwich City. As you saw in the introduction, we are in 3rd place in the Championship, so without further ado, let's get straight into the first match of the episode, and I'll show you the team for this one in just a moment. And it is Hughes in goal, back 4 of Hickey, Kabako, Kipre and Branthwaite, Baptiste at the base of midfield with LaRue and Davinchen's ahead of him, it's Roland on the right wing, Ben Woodburn on the left and Fraser Sharp up front. Let's submit the team and go and do the team talk. Okay, well, the assistant manager is recommending this is a match we should be winning. Make sure that we do. Yeah, I think I agree with him actually. So we'll pump the fists and go with that. And let's get into the tunnel and answer the questions from the tunnel interviewer. Team's hit a purple patch in front of goal recently. It's got to be pleasing. If you can score goals, you'll always stand a chance. First goal is crucial. Yeah, we're hopeful of a strong start, and let's get into the match. So we're awaiting the first highlight of the match, and what are we, 2.5 minutes in, first highlight incoming now. It is a West Brom highlight, and it's LaRue with the free kick. And it's saved by Turner, so it'll be a corner to West Brom. And it's an outswinger from LaRue. And the header from Kabako is just wide. So we've started well. Let's go attacking and demand more. And also just have a quick check of the ratings, and they seem okay largely, so I don't think there's any need to panic early on in the game at the moment. Clark Salter's ball forward is headed on, but Kipre is there to mop it up. Hickey into LaRue's ball over the top doesn't find its target, but we've won it back. Kabako to Davinchen's, back to Kipre. Branthwaite plays it to Woodburn, who goes for the forward ball, finds Sharp, and somehow he's managed to miss it. I'm not quite sure how he's put that wide, but he has. Let's demand more again. I think I'm going to step back to positive. We're going to demand more again. And it's Kraft into Brown, Kraft again, and it's all the way back to Turner in the Stoke goal. The forward header only finds Kabako, who goes back to his keeper. Kipre to Branthwaite. Branthwaite runs down the left, plays it back to Kipre, into Woodburn, Davinchen's, Baptiste finds Woodburn in the left wing position. Woodburn plays it back to Branthwaite into Davinchen's, and it's wide and out for a goal kick. So we're almost half an hour in and no massive opportunities yet, but we've certainly had the better of it so far, although now Ben Woodburn is injured, and we'll bring Kevin on. That's the obvious change to make. And we'll go back to attacking for the rest of the first half. just to see if we can force something to happen. I'm going to take Roland off at half-time. He's not played well, so that will just leave us one substitute in the second half, and that will be half-time, and it's West Brom 0, Stoke 0. So we'll go into the dressing room, have a little bit of a yell. We will point the finger and tell them we don't like what we just saw, and let's do Cameron Roland off for, let's go for, is it Gomez the best option? 2.5 compared to Nonto, 2.5. 4-1, 4-1. So he's basically level, and he is 3-4, so 8. So I think Nonto is the better option. So that's what I'm going to go with. So Nonto comes on, and let's get out for the second half. We'll go back onto positive for a little while, just to give him a bit of a breather. And we await the first highlight of the second half. We've had by far the better of the game, but let's demand more. And it's LaRue with the corner, Kabako with the head, the ball in, and Kevin at the back post to put it in the net to make it West Brom 1, Stoke 0. And we will watch it. LaRue, flick header, cross goal, and Kevin is there just to slot home into an unguarded net. And there's no doubt we deserve it. We're comfortably the better team. Question is, who is going to be the final change? I think it's looking likely to be Jared Branthwaite if we've got a left back on the bench. We do, we have Lukaku, so I'm going to bring him on now. And I may have done that a little bit prematurely, but we've done it now, so let's go attacking again, just for a little while. And it's Lukaku into Davinchen's. Kevin beats his man, pulls it back, and the chance is wasted. And we have been so dominant in this game. Right, let's go back to positive. We are going to go back on attacking for the last couple of minutes, just to see the game out in the way we normally do. So I'll get it ready, but not yet. In fact, let's leave it a bit. It's LaRue to Baptiste. Sharp plays it to Kevin. Kevin back to Lukaku, and we've given it away. And Calvert is pinged around, and Adam Flint has equalised for Stoke, and it's West Brom 1, Stoke 1. So we are going attacking. We're demanding more. There's 4 added minutes. Can we find a winner in that time? It's not looking very likely. And that is full time. It ends West Brom 1, Stoke 1. Disappointing first match. I'll see you in a moment for match number 2. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, as we face a home match against Norwich City. And the team for this one is Hughes in goal, the back four of Lukaku, Branthwaite, Kipre and Furlong, Cassini at the base of midfield, Mowat and Davinchen's ahead of him, Kevin on the left, Gomez on the right, Sharp up front. Let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, the assistant manager is recommending I want to be impressed today. go and put on a show, and I think I agree with him, so we will outstretch. In fact, we can't outstretch the arms and say that. We will pump the fists and say it. And let's kick the match off and see if we can grab a win to make it 4 points out of 6 from the episode and salvage at least something. We've had the better of the early exchanges, so let's go on to attacking. Let's stay on attacking. Change of strategy this time. We're going to stay on attacking, and then we're going to try dropping back to positive at the end of the half rather than stepping it up. We're going to do it the other way around this time, just to see whether the latest update has tweaked the way things work very slightly. So newbie to Shaw. Shaw comes forward. Solace back to newbie. We've won it back. Sharp has the shot. It's just off target, and the chance is gone and the highlight ends. Let's demand more. And it's a corner, and the header is just wide from Branthwaite, and that highlight comes to an end as well. We've had far the better of it so far, but we have absolutely nothing to show for it. That needs to change. So we are going to demand more again as soon as we get the chance. Solace to Foran. And Hughes spills it, but Kevin brings it clear and then gets tackled, and the highlight quickly comes to an end. So, right, where are the weaknesses in our lineup today? Let's have a look. Kevin isn't fully fit, and neither is Devanchins, and neither is Kipre actually either. So it might be that we give it a little while after half time and then do a triple sub. So I'm not going to make any changes at half time. And it's Lukaku into the penalty area. Bersik's clearance finds Forson, but we've won it back on halfway. Lukaku to Kevin. Back to Lukaku, who plays it forward. Sharp into Gomez, and we've hit the post, and it's cleared. We've got one more chance before half time. Mowat plays it back to Branthwaite. Kipre into Cassimi. Mowat to Davinchens. Cassimi to Davinchens. Cassimi to Mowat. Cassimi plays it wide to Furlong this time. Cross to Kevin, and Kevin is slightly too high with his header, and that is half time. It's West Brom 0, Norwich 0. Right, happy with the number of shots, keep it up. Question is, when do we do the changes? Not yet. We'll wait. Right, let's go again. Demand more. So we're staying on attacking. And waiting for the first player to dip down towards the red, and it looks like it's going to be Kevin, so we'll take Kevin off, bring on Brereton Diaz, and Devanchins is going to be the next one off, and it will be Shandon Baptiste. And then our final change, we will delay for a little while. as Lukaku comes down the left, finds Mowat, finds Kasimi, into Baptiste. He's found Burton Diaz, and the keeper makes the save. Gomez plays it back to Furlong. Furlong, I think, will win a corner, doesn't in the end. It's kept in play and the highlight comes to an end, but we've got a throw in. Lukaku to Mowat, back to Lukaku, Brereton Diaz all the way back to Branthwaite, who could swing it in, doesn't, finds Kasimi, passes it on to Baptiste, who does find the back of the net. So with 17 minutes to go, it's West Brom 1, Norwich City 0. And we will just watch the highlight. So Branthwaite plays it infield to Kasimi, on to Baptiste, and he just curls it right into the corner, out of reach of the Norwich goalkeeper. And it is very much Kipre who needs to come off, and we will bring on Lenihan. So with 10 minutes to go, I'm going to leave it a couple more minutes before I drop back to positive, but not many. Shaw with the header back to his keeper Joe Bursick, who goes long. We've won it back though. Mowat back. It's with Kasimi, Baptiste, Brereton Diaz. Kasimi's won it. Cross, Baptiste. Can't find the back of the net, but we will have a corner, which we won't get to see. We're going to go back to positive now. It's headed up in the air and away. Lenihan to Mowat, back to Kasimi, Furlong to Kasimi, Baptiste, Furlong, Gomez, and finally Fraser Sharp puts it in the back of the net to make it West Brom 2, Norwich 0, and that is going to be that. We won't bother with a replay for this one. Only 7 minutes to go, 2-0 up, and that's lifted us back into second place in the table. Although leaders Derby do have 2 games in hand on us, and we're 2 minutes into the 4 added minutes. Just need to hold on now for the final whistle. Hughes goes for the short ball to Branthwaite, Kasimi to Lenihan, into Gomez. He plays it across to Brereton Diaz. Mowat gives the ball away, but Branthwaite's got it back. Got about a minute and a half to go. Brereton Diaz to Sharp, plays it in for Baptiste, and he can only find Joe Bursick in the Norwich goal. And it's launched long by Bursick. Wilson wins the header, finds Satriano. O'Connor, he gets his cross in. It's over everybody. Brereton Diaz lumps it clear of halfway. Norwich bring it back forward. Solis, but we've won it back and then given it away again. Vieira to Paulo. It's all the way back to Bursick. There's only half a minute to go, and it's Satriano to Wilson. O'Connor down the left for Norwich, and he gets his cross in. Lukaku with the header clear. Brereton Diaz picked up the loose ball, crosses halfway, plays it inside, but that's too close to Joe Bursick, who collects easily. That is the full-time whistle. It's West Brom 2, Norwich City 0. I'll be back in a moment with the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table, and as I intimated in the commentary of match number 2, we are second in the table as it stands. with 18 points from 9 matches played. We are 3 points adrift of leaders Derby County, but Derby do have, as I said, 2 games in hand. So let's have a look at when we're going to come back. And I think I should probably bring you back. I'll bring you back and I'll show you Nottingham Forest at home and Derby County away. So that's going to come on the next episode. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.